Welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel, guys. What is going on out there? La YouTube world. I know we still in the holiday parameters, holiday window. Okay, we're still in that window of nobody's doing anything right now. But life goes on, guys. We still have some things to tend to. Y'all know some cars don't stop breaking when there's a holiday. Or what else? What else? Misconception of things that stop once the holiday has arrived. Well, you don't stop getting hungry. People don't stop getting sick, or pregnancies don't, be put on hold until after the holidays. Some things just keep moving right along while the holidays are going on. Okay, and the interest of cars still goes on, guys. Do you know? Y'all realize how many calls I got over the weekend? We're still in the weekend, right? Yeah, today's Sunday. JT, can you do my brakes today? JT, can you do this? Can you do my tune up today? You promise you're gonna do this? Like, damn, what happened to it's and I refrain from saying like Merry Christmas or it's Christmas holiday. I was like, I just simply use the word for holiday. Like we're still happy holidays or something like that, because I don't know how people funny these days, man. You gotta be careful what you say. So I don't say it like that, but yes, the interest of some things still go along. In fact, I went to work yesterday. So was we busy? Absolutely not. I was able to knock out a tip 'em. In fact, y'all saw that video. Hey, yeah, that tip 'em on that van. That car is done. I guess she can go back to Florida Monday or whenever. The car broke down on her. She's a rental van. I don't know if Enterprise or whoever owned that car is fitting the bill for that, but it took a while for them to get approval for that. And they got insurance on vehicles that's out of warranty, out of factory warranty. So yes, we was able to get that straightened out. All right. And it's fixed and done. As y'all saw, I didn't throw away the tip 'em. I'm gonna take who's that? Easy. One guy was telling me I should tear it apart. I'm not gonna tear that one apart. I'm gonna tear one of the older model tip 'ems I got, because that tip 'em will last. I mean, that can go back farther years, so I can use that one to do testing. So the one I had in the place of that, we're gonna tear that thing down, guys, and see where the burned circuit board failure coming from, or where it was at. That's what I'm gonna do Monday. I don't know, one day next week. I'm gonna make a little project out of it. We're gonna bust that sucker up and see what the hell is going on inside these things. What's going on, Rick Wolf? Hey man, but that's what's up, Rick. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you. Tom Cook, what's going on, my man? Tom Cook. The three. We talking about V62 or V62. I didn't know about the limitations we had on those. Of course, we got a shop full of guys, so I don't know how many everybody has done, but I have done 2 so far, and they was all successful repairs. A lot of guys are upset, man, Tom, about that not being applied, that recall not being applied to other makes and models, such as the 1500s, the Caravan, things like that. Anything that same tip 'em is used on, that recall should apply. I have no explanation for them, Tom, as far as why did they only choose the Durango and the Grand Cherokee. I have no idea. I have no earthly idea. They just pulled a couple of brands out of the air. We only gonna cover the Grand Cherokees and the Durango. I just don't know. What up, Easy Does It? Easy, what's up? Easy. Damn, did I talk to Easy today? Yeah, we talking about that same situation, that tip 'em with the delayed crank time. That was in like the '08 models, '08, '09, 10, where you turn the key. Oh, Scanner Danner video. Yeah, Scanner. I like Scanner, man. Scanner, cool dude. He went through lengthy. He dug inside of it. Okay, yeah. Scanner Danner can get in depth, very in depth with his stuff. But at the end of the day, see, he was able to pinpoint and tell you what he found. Okay, when I'm set up like that, man, I would love to be able to set up like that where I can have that kind of time break stuff down, tell you what failed and what's there. He even had a graph and everything showing you. I went over and checked that video out. Easy Scanner is a pretty sharp dude. I like that dude, that cat. All right, but yeah, the relay. But like I said in that video, a lot of cats was taking the safe way out, the $700 way out. You need a tip them. No, you don't. Just need a freaking relay, man. I don't know. Playing with other people's money, I guess. Some people have no problem doing that. Easy does it. What is going on? DT, Dwayne Turner. JT, does it help your channel to watch the whole ads? Yes, yes. But DT, I'm not supposed to say that. Okay, so I won't say that yes, it helps the channel grow when you watch the ads. I'm not supposed to say that. I actually got not so much censored, but who's that? Some I don't know. I guess came from YouTube. You're not the content creator is not supposed to advertise you to watch the ad. Like it's supposed to be like common sense, I guess. I don't know what they think, but I remember when I first got monetized, man, I was reckless. Woo, reckless. I'm like, y'all please watch the ad, the whole ad. I was just saying that on every video. I didn't know you was not supposed to do that. In their eyes, your video is supposed to create the interest to watch the ad. Do that make sense? No, that don't make sense. Okay, because some of the ads don't have nothing to do. If the ads had a automotive background or role, like I get a lot of ads on my channel. Even when I go watch my own video, sometimes I have to watch my own stuff to see what somebody talking about. Y'all know that little thing they're advertising now, fixed. That little I see that a lot. Now that's an appropriate ad for an automotive channel. So fixed, FIXD, I want to say it is. So yeah, stuff like that. If all the ads was automotive related, then yeah, that would be cool, but just not. So I guess they control that department. But yes, to answer your question, DT, yes, it helps. Now, I cut you some slack if it's like an hour-long ad. In fact, Tom Cook told me one time, an ad came on, it was an hour long. Tom said he couldn't watch it. Tom had things to do. I can understand that. If you got something to do, you don't have time to watch an hour long ad. You don't have time to just let it play while you find something else to do. I can understand that. So I was okay with that, Tom. I was okay with Tom not watching that 1 hour ad. But yeah, why am I talking about ads? I ain't supposed to do that. Yes, DT, it helps. Let me move on. Rick Wolf, what up, Rick? Hey, I'm still trying to figure out about my PT Cruiser 03. What's wrong with your PT, Rick? What is going on, man? I forgot. Rick, you got to refresh my memory, baby. Let me know what it is we talked about, we discussed, so we can talk some more about it. I have no problem with that. All right. CT. I fixed the oil filter housing adapter on a Jeep Wrangler JK. Wait a minute, I fixed the oil filter housing adapter on my Jeep Cherokee Wrangler JK. Thanks to you, I saved over $1,000 from dealer costs. Now, the only thing about that, who's that? CT. Only thing about that, hopefully, and I say this because I get a lot of flack sometimes from fellow techs. Man, you're telling all the secrets. I ain't telling all the secrets. I'm just telling DIYs, the guys that's gonna do it themselves anyway. Here's my thinking on that. If you're gonna do it anyway, you might as well watch my video. I'd much rather you watch my video. Some guys, don't matter what you say, they're going to try to tackle their own car. I can respect that. Okay, for those of you that in that state, sure, I would much rather you watch my video and put 2 and 2 together and perform the task. Because even if my video is not there, you're still going to watch somebody's video to figure out how it's done. All right, you're not going to really go. Because it's in your mind. I think I can do this. I just need one extra push. Let me log on to YouTube. Somebody out there got a video on this. And you click on, and there it is. Scotty Kilmore, or, well, maybe not Scotty, but, maybe not Chris. I don't know, Scanner Danner. That's a good example. Scanner Danner. You might put in search oil filter adapter housing, and Scanner Danner might pop up. Or even Tim and Astro Auto Repairs. Matter of fact, he just did one on the Jeep. So those videos may come up and I miss out. So, but what I was saying, CT, only thing about that, you're not in the Atlanta area, right? You're not in the vicinity. So the chances of my dealership missing out on that revenue stream is very slim. Okay. Like the bulk of my subscribers is not even in this state, let alone the city. We're talking about www. YouTube.com. www stands for World Wide Web. We're talking the whole globe, guys, the World Wide Web. So you know how many people you can reach using www? So it's probably maybe 1% of the total 20,000 subscribers I have right here in my vicinity. And if that's the case, they calling me direct anyway. So nobody at the establishment is suffering or hurting from Mr. CT saving that grant. Good for you, Mr. CT. I'm glad you got it done, my man. Good for you, and I appreciate you watching the video or even the communication that we had. I think we had some communication about that. I appreciate it, my man. Glad you got it done. Exile 360. What up, X? I hope I'm pronouncing that right, man. I might be messing it up, man. I don't like jacking up people's name, but happy holidays to you too, X. Tom Cook, I say old harness to be used on. Yes, Tom. I was thinking the same. Great minds think alike, Tom. Those same harness that you take off of those V62, now you have something for the minivans or who else ain't covered? The 1500s. I mean, the harness. It was bad enough I couldn't get that harness anymore because it was VIN specific for other makes and models. It was time that I go to the parts department. I need that recall part, man. Come on, man. Let me get that recall part, man. Because I don't want to build. You know, the one they sell, you got to build. I don't want to do all that. I want to just go. They wouldn't give it to me because they said it's VIN specific. So now the ones I'm taking off. Yes, Tom. I like the way you think, man. I like the way you think. I got 3 in my toolbox now, just waiting on a 1500 or a minivan customer to call me and say their car will not start. All right, that's what's up, Tom. Rick Wolf, still doing the damn thing with losing power. Oh, the PT, doing the damn thing with losing power and not accelerating. Man, Rick, for the life of me, I can't remember what we talked about. Good Lord. It was an 03 PT losing power and not accelerating. I don't know if we left off with fault codes or I can't remember, Rick. I guess we can talk, after the stream or something or joke my mind or something. Let me know what's going on. Okay, easy. An hour diag, but good lesson. Yes. Scanner is the man. Okay, and I see how the guys like Scanner Danner and Tim and Astro Auto Repairs, they have an advantage, man. They got like people can hold the camera, and if you got somebody holding your camera and you're trying to do a video, your brain can function elsewhere instead of you trying to get a good angle with your phone or camera or whatever you're using. See, if I didn't have to make sure I'm trying to get y'all a good angle, that's the job of a cameraman or camera woman. Tim has Sylvia. Okay, they do. That's a perfect tag team. So, Tim can concentrate on speaking and working, and his videos can be longer because he don't have that pressure of trying to get y'all some good angles. But Scanner Danner had some guy filming him, and they nailed that video. Hour diag, but good lesson. Yes, it was. He was talking about that relay, that delayed crank times. Okay. What I miss? Miss losing. Okay. Well, you got my support. I love your videos. I know when they be longer than your videos. Yeah, they do be longer. Okay. God, I skipped a whole gang of people. All right, guys, let me Albert Dag, but good lesson. Okay, here we are. Scanner Danner is very easy to follow. Enjoy his video. Yes, he is one cool dude. Exile. Enjoy. Yes. Ruli, what up, Ruli? I usually watch your videos in a web browser with an app. Whoa, come on, Ruli. Oh, Ruli, come on, Ruli. So I never see it. And then you put a happy face after that. Hey, y'all, look at this. I want y'all to see what Ruli, just in case y'all can't see that. Now, it's bad enough He cheating the system, guys. Y'all understand me what I'm saying? Ruli is not watching ads, guys. And again, I told you I ain't supposed to be discussing ads, but Ruli had the nerve to stick a happy face out his comment. You know what I'm saying? He watch it in a browser. So, matter of fact, let me move that for some of y'all get this bright idea. That's a terrible idea. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ruli, thanks for watching the vids, man. I'm tripping. K-Surf, we text all know that fixed is so bad. You talking about... Oh, you talking about the little, man, it just tells you fault codes, man. And it try to give the customer some language to where they can latch on to and cling to hope. Like it'll say something like if you got a cat code, it'll say a cat code, but it will also say something like the internal efficiency of the cat is failing. So the customer be proud, like, yeah, see, my tool told me but that my cat is breaking down. Now, what you think it is? And how much? It's $1,000. What? That's when all hell break loose after they find out. But that thing is just like a typical code reader. Okay, if you can plug a device in your data link connector and it tells you the code, it's just a fancier way of plug in and you got an app. I ain't trying to knock it, man. Hey, whoever invented that, kudos to you, man. I didn't invent it. I mean, I'm not reaping the rewards. I mean, in fact, if you need a sponsor, if you need somebody to help you sell that thing, give me a call. Online mechanic tips. We can get you some sales. Okay, so by no means am I knocking it. It was a great creation. It's just, like I say, I try to put myself in both sets of shoes. I'm a technician, so it's hard for me to praise that little thing. All right. But that ain't what this is about. Okay. Scotty Kimmore, great channel. Yes. Love Scotty. Specialist thumbnails. I love it. That dude has some killer thumbnails, boy. He'd trick you every time. One time he had a Coke bottle and he would put it in his gas tank. I was like, oh Lord, please. What is this, man? Please don't trick me again, Scotty. Don't trick me. Don't clickbait me again. He had a Coke bottle in his gas tank. I clicked that mug. I looked at it. I was like, well, he got me now. I don't knock nobody's stuff, man. Whatever strategy they're using to lure people in to watch the videos, kudos to them. I'm not going to give you a thumbs down or nothing. It's just, that's your strategy. If it's working for you, kudos to you. But yes, Scotty Kilmore, it's a cool dude, cool old dude. Kevin Atkins, when are you doing a Toolbox tour? Wait a minute. JT went out. Kevin. Is it Kevin or Kevin? Listen, man. You don't want to see my tools. Listen, man. Look, first of all, I'm old school, right? So nothing is organized. I couldn't tell you right now what my 15 millimeter socket is. I was looking for that the other day. Do you know Chrysler Tech? 10 millimeter and a 13 millimeter, mostly metric, are the number one used tools, wrench, and sockets there is. I couldn't find my 15 millimeter socket the other day. It's definitely not where the other socket's at. I'm so unorganized. And, I'm not going to say it, because some people look up to, the older you get, the more unorganized you become. That's a fact. No way around that, man. Ooh, I got stuff everywhere. You don't want me to do a Toolbox tour, Mr. Kevin. And plus, I don't have nothing special or fancy. My electric setup probably the only fancy thing I have in my collection. My my Milwaukee setup. The drills I just went. That's because I had no choice. Y'all remember I got robbed. My car got stolen, and all that stuff is gone. But Kevin, there's nothing exciting about it. But I still may do one, man, because I love content and footage. And when somebody give me a suggestion or idea, I'll take it and run. So, Kevin, you're on to something. I like the way you think. Stay tuned for that. I'm sure you already subscribed. Yes, I see the little box beside your name. Is Easy still in here? Easy. Under your subscription list, there's not online mechanic tip. Easy still in here. There he is right there. Easy does it. Listen, under your subscribers thing, there is no online mechanic tip, Easy. We're going to have to fix that, buddy. I have to fix that, man. I need your support. I know you say you've been subbed a long time, but I just don't see it. But Work with me, easy. Work with me. What I leave out? K Surf. Those poor peeps getting food. Okay, I ain't going there with y'all, but I'm thinking you talking about who I'm thinking you talking about. Easy does it. They be longer than your vids. Yes, they do. But they be he teach, scanner. I reach out. Is that a word? Reach? I reached it out. Reach not a word either. I reach out. Okay. I try to contact Mr. Scanner Danner. I want us to do one of those side by side. We in a pandemic, right? So everything got to be Zoom. In this case, StreamYard, not Zoom. So we're gonna be side by side. We're gonna discuss some issues. Okay. Scanner say he has some Chrysler background. I want to get in his head and see how far did he go with it. And one day next year, guys, that's coming up. So me and Mr. Scanner Dan are gonna chop it up. That's what we call it in the automotive world. Let's sit down and chop it up. Okay. He said he's not really fond of live streams, but sure, no problem. I was like, man, yes, that's your chance to reach another audience, a bigger audience. Is my chance to reach a bigger audience because his channel is a lot bigger than mine as far as subscribers. I think the way they're grading channels now is based off the numbers. It's a numbers thing. Okay, well I'm 21.5 right now. That's fairly well, but there's some huge. Tim Astro Auto Repair like 80. So yeah, his channel, those channels are huger than mine. And if he anything like Tim, that level-headed cool guy, don't mind, they all for it, man. When I reached out to Tim a while back, JT, man, what? Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Next thing I know, me and Tim were side by side with Caper, this guy's garage. So it was cool, man. It's cool that we all can come together and mingle and chop it up, as we say. K Surf. Those poor people getting food. They be lying. Okay, CT, I noticed when replacing spark plugs, there were two with some rust. I placed new plugs in. I was tempted to use anti-seize, but I went with my gut and then I put anti-seize on. Rust, how you getting rust in your spark plug threads? Okay, rust is created from moisture or water, so to speak. So I don't know. Did you just steam clean your engines or something? It's not going to hurt anything. It's on the thread, so I'm sure none of that is surviving in the combustion area. I noticed when replacing spark plugs, I saw the rust. So that's cool, man. You shouldn't, and there's not really nothing to worry about. But unless you get like getting moisture on top of you. Like I say, some people, when they steam clean their engine, that moisture is set right in the spark plug area. I don't know how it's going to find its way through the threads, though. That's pretty hard to do. But anyway, K-Surf, love your videos. I thank you for watching, Mr. Surf. Dwayne Turner, DT. Well, you got my support. That's what's up, DT, man. DT. I like that. DT, JT, DT. Thanks, Dwayne. I appreciate you, baby. K-Surf, do we need to start 5-gallon bucket challenge on filling up with these spark plug cracks? Do we need to start a 5-gallon bucket challenge on filling up with these spark plug cracks, RRTs? No, man, I am not gonna make the RRTs. I'm not gonna help put the RRTs in a bad light. Okay. No, it's not in my best interest to do that, man. Don't do that. Don't make me do that like that. K-Surf. All right, who's this? Rick Wolf, losing power. Okay, Rick's still on the PT. Losing power and not accelerating. I changed the core pack, the spark plugs, and wires. I even changed the sensors, but it's still doing the same damn thing. When it runs for a few miles, it just loses power and acceleration. Oh my goodness. Man, there's so many variables in this comment. Mr. Rick, vacuum play a role in this. You could easily be one tooth off timing. It's so many things. And matter of fact, this engine is so easy, Rick. When you pull those spark plugs out, this is what I do every time I'm doing a 4-cylinder tune-up, especially. It's right there. A 4-cylinder tune-up, guys. I do this every single time. In fact, my compression tester is right there handy for me to grab when I'm doing a 4-cylinder tune-up. I always go through this procedure, okay? And that's a compression test, especially the older cars. They get if the spark plug is coming out with the intention of me going back in with new plugs. Before the new plugs go in, I'm doing a compression test because, guys, even if it's a 4-cylinder, if one cylinder is below specs, that could affect everything. I'm not saying it's your problem, Rick. I'm just saying it would have been worth noting, but you done already done the job. But so many things can cause this, Rick. Losing power and not accelerating. I changed the coil pack. Rick, stop throwing parts at it, man. We will have to find out. You need to find out what's causing it. I'm sure it set a fault code. Whereas I even changed the sensors. You know how broad the word sensors can go? It's like 20 sensors on this thing. But it's still doing the same thing. When it runs for a few miles, it just loses power. You can have a stopped up converter. Vacuum would tell that. Vacuum would tell you a lot of things. All right. I'm not saying it's your problem. We're going to talk about vacuum for a second. The vacuum engine is designed to pull, suck, compress, whatever you want to call it. There's a certain number it's looking for, especially on vacuum, if you under sea level, which you probably is, okay? Typical vacuum, 17 through 21. Tom, help me. Was Tom still in here? Okay. Somewhere in there. That's where you want to be at idle. Anything under than that, 16, 15, 14, you out of time. And if you rev your car up and your vacuum drop even low while you're holding it, you can have a restricted exhaust. So it's too many. And this may be something that's not monitored by the computer, guys. You got to understand the computer not monitoring everything. Things like fuel pressure is not monitored by the computer. Okay. Now, it can inadvertently monitor it by way of looking at the O2 sensors and seeing what it's doing. Another thing is not monitored, secondary ignition. Anything after the core, I'm not talking about the primary, ASD and all that, the plug that go into the core. I'm talking about secondary. A computer cannot tell. It'll pick up a misfire by way of the crank sensor, but for the most part, it doesn't know what your core outputting, the voltage that your core is outputting. It just don't know. It can't monitor secondary ignition system. So the things, if you don't have any fault codes and you're having problems, you should always look at the things that the computer is not monitoring or can't monitor. Now I'm not talking about the newer stuff because our 2017 and up, we're now monitoring fuel pressure via a fuel pressure sensor. Okay, so we can now tell, the computers can now tell what the pressure is and make the necessary adjustment. But Rick, was there any fault codes? I don't really remember. Was there any fault code, Rick? Put that at the bottom before we get off this topic. Yes, XIG 360, Eric the car guy, another cool dude, another good one. Okay, there's like several of them. We can go on and on naming these good YouTube mechanics. Eric the car guy is one of them. That guy on I used to think he was Eric the car guy. The guy that, what's his name? He always in my feed. It's like YouTube on his side. YouTube got him in his pocket. Like, damn, YouTube, can I get up there where he at? What's his name? The real good dude, the white dude, the tall. He looked like Eric the car guy. South Main Auto. That's another good one. Yeah, it's several of them out there, guys. They're all good. All right, Maleshi St. Pierre. Okay, carpenters had the same argument with this old house giving advice to DIY. Man, hey, I'm glad you said that because the carpenters, plumbers, all of those industries taking a hit because guys much rather sit in a third bedroom with a homemade office and tell you guys how to do this stuff. So they can in essence inadvertently affect the industry that they're in. Okay. Now, like I say, the bulk of my subscribers are DIYers and they're going to find a way to do it no matter if they know how or not. So my thinking is behind that is I'd much rather you figure it out watching one of my videos or discuss it with me. But yeah, I'm almost certain carpenters, plumbers, dude, I'm no plumber. I'm a mechanic. Now I know they go hand in hand, but y'all remember a couple months ago I was talking about I put a toilet in off of a video I saw off YouTube. And this was a plumbing guy, like a guy that actually do plumbing for a living, work for a big corporation, a big. Now, did that cost his company money? That, was there a potential that I would get on Google and search who fixed toilets and saw his company, and I decided not to call them because one of their employees told me how to do it? Slim to none, man. This is a billion. It's a billion people in America, man. Businesses will not fall because of YouTube. I don't think they may suffer a little bit, but they're not gonna fall because some people that watches these videos, they merely want to know what it takes to complete a job or what's all gonna be done. They have no intentions on doing it. Like some of my subscribers just want to know what goes into doing that. I had a guy ask me about a 3/6 printer star. I'm sitting there typing, explaining to him what he's gonna be up against. He's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it. I wasn't planning on doing it, but that's everything they're gonna have to do." Wow. I'm like, man, you just had me type all this stuff in like you finna get in there, put some gloves on, and go at it. He said, "No, I just wanted to know what all they do." So yes, that happens. There's guys out there that have no intention on doing something. They just want to know what goes into doing it. I have no problem with none of that. But yes, I'm sure carpenters, Malachi, St. Pierre. Yeah, I'm sure carpenters, that industry took a little hit. You belong in BC. Big Glenn, who is BC? What is BC? Okay, I don't know what BC is. K serve. Yes, serve. That little harness will go to some use. K, I forgot you was you in that Chrysler world too. That's what's up, K. Yeah, man. Yes. Because I had ran out. I think I used my last harness on that y'all remember that? You remember that 1500 video I did, K, where it got a fuel pump. He was about to put a fuel pump in. I was like, wait. You may not need a fuel pump. This is what people don't understand. They think just because they're not getting fuel pressure that they need a pump. Nobody thinks to remember the basics of an electrical motor working. Doesn't matter if it's new or not. If there's not power supply or ground at that electrical item, it's not going to work. So why are these guys out there slinging fuel pumps in these vehicles is beyond, I don't get it. This relay situation actually stops power supply from going to the fuel pump. So the fuel pump not going to run no matter if it's new or not. Okay, but yes, I talked him out of waiting. Let me check it out. And yes, sure enough, there was no power going to his pump by way of the fuel pump relay, which doesn't exist. It's built inside the TIPM. So I explained to him, we need to bring the relay out of the TIPM and put it on the outside. I explained everything to him, told him the risk and versus your other option, which is replacing the TIPM. And after I gave him the price of the TIPM, it's safe to say he chose the relay. Okay, PT, good, yes sir, that little harness. Glenn Goodman, PT O2 sensor. I am getting lost, Glenn. I'm strolling up, guys, to see that me and Glenn discuss something about you belong BC. Glenn Goodman, PTO2 sensor. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Coyote Pete Gavin here. Oh, Pete Gavin, that's P. Coyote. P. Who you hiding from, P? P is hiding. P done something he have no business. He coming in as an alias, guys. So y'all be careful of this guy. Shh. Watch what y'all say around Mr. P. Gavin. He's disguising himself as Coyote. What's up, P, man? Thanks for jumping on board. You ain't missing nothing, man. The same typical foolery we go through every Sunday and Thursday. Not really foolery. We just go through typical Q&A, guys, which the channel may change a little bit come the first of the year. Okay, I'm trying to get in a more professional environment. Okay, I'm just changing the whole thing up, guys, a little bit for the better. I hope. You cannot stay the same. You have to evolve or you will get left behind. So we'll see what's up, man. Ha. Yes, sir. That's what's up, K. Derek McGrady, JT the Great, Videos looking good, big bro. How was Christmas? Oh, man, typical. You know, man, when you're a daddy, you get the same old typical daddy gift. Here you go, dad, some socks, you know, some shoes, some T-shirts, you know, a tie. I ain't been to church in years. One of my daughters got me, what I'm going to do with a tie? You mess around, I'm going to have it at work holding up the hood or something on a car. You know, that's typical daddy gifts, I guess, you know. But it's the thought that count, man. Yeah, I spent a little time with the fam, so it was great. Derek McGrady, I hope you and your squad had a good time. Also, main thing is staying safe, guys. If y'all pull that off, y'all made it. The times have changed so much now to where if you manage to stay safe, that's an accomplishment. Like you made it. You pulled it off. You the man. But yes, Coyote, please don't showcase any more tools now. I need a Milwaukee soldering iron. Dude, man, that tool is the great. Y'all got it. Coyote just brought up something. That little tool. I told you I went and borrowed that from a guy. He claimed I borrowed it 2 times already. What it was, he was trying to rush me through to my 3 borrow rule, or to his 3 borrow rule. So, but I only actually borrowed it 1 time because I would have remembered being fascinated over that had I once borrowed it before. But I don't remember borrowing it before. So I was like, no, man, I promise you, this is the first time. No, JT, you borrowed it twice. No, I didn't. I would have remembered. JT, this is number 3. All right, bro, fine, bro. So I jotted, man, good thing about it, AutoZone, Home Depot, it's like 2 miles down the road. And I wanted to knock that recall out real quick. So I jot down there. Plug one of my batteries I already have in there. It's run off. I want to know this technology. Who said that? Coyote. I mean, Pete, listen, the technology behind that, because some of the portable soldering irons use the gas that you put in the end of it. You know, you just spray it in there. This one don't use such. So I don't understand the technology they're using to make that rod heat up, you know, but I don't know, but I'm sure going to find out. And I'm sure it's something simple. Somebody going to explain it like, you know, oh, you big dummy, this is what they doing. No, I really don't know how that tool work to become a solder iron based off 12 volts that I'm putting in the back of it. How does that convert it to in other words, the motor inside is creating the heat and burning the solder. I just like to know that technology, and I don't, and it's bothering me. So until I find out. But yeah, I love that tool, man. I love that tool. P, that's what's up. They pay a diagnostic fee regardless. Okay, what is Ruly? They pay a diagnostic fee regardless of whether or not your customer tells you the code. The code often gives a good starting point, but you still need to know how to interpret that. That is 100% true. That's why a lot of guys or a lot of parts stores can offer free code reading, because all they're gonna do is give you a number, and they hoping. I heard a guy told me this one time, work out at AutoZone. When we scan your car, we hoping it's one of the misfire code, like P03, 04, misfire and cylinder 4, because they anxious to sell you some. That is their big selling part. Some spark plugs and some plug wires, if you have plug wires. So they tickled to death if they see a misfire code. Or a cat code for that matter, because they're going to automatically, hey, you need this $1,000 converter. You might as well get it because the dealership is going to be $2,000. So they got you some kind of way. But if it's one of those difficult codes where they may try to send you to another shop. But yeah, those codes have to be interpreted. Really hit that right on the money. That's what's up, Ruly. Appreciate you watching, man. So bad with my box. Oh my God, I just started this year. In case, wait a minute. Man, I was so bad with my box. Oh my God, I just started this year with cases and even pencil bags to organize. Yeah, man, it's a, now the thinking goes, like if you work at a shop, you got a roll around, right? The average mechanic have a roll around, right? So you grab your air tools, grab your socket, you put it on it. Bzzz. The thinking goes, once you're done, bzzz, take the socket off and put it right back in the spot that you got it out of. Oh my God, I'm so far from that. Those early days of doing stuff like that is ridiculous. Now I pull the socket off, it's in the roll around with the pile of junk that's in there. When I need it again, it's hard to find. So, It's age thing, guys. Age thing. Okay, I can't understand it. Oh, I can't figure it out. But hey, JT, hey everyone, everybody say hello to Mr. Adam Badgett. Adam, what's going on, Adam? How you doing, man? Hope you had a good holiday. Okay, Exile. Hey, people, weary and math sensor sold on eBay with OEM Max plastic bag label. What? Hey, people, weary math sensors sold on eBay with OEM manufactured plastic bag labels. What are you talking about, Mr. Exile 360? I have no idea. Math sensor. Most of the stuff we own are speed density, guys. So they use a map sensor. Okay, if you the typical car that speed density, pretty much. Although I did see on a Cherokee a car, get this, with a map sensor and a freaking map sensor. Okay, I have yet to read up on that technology and find out how they work together like that. But I'm going to find out. I mean, you best believe I will come back and we're going to talk about that, okay? That would be great to see you and Scanner Dan. Hey, man, I reached out to him a while back. First of the year, we're going to try to chop something up, okay? I'm just trying to get with them guys. But the thing, like I said earlier, the thing I like about them guys, they're not big-headed, okay? You know, Scanner understand that somewhere over here with these so-called 20,000 subscribers, there's a chance that he can pick up 2 of them just by appearing on the channel, and vice versa. Okay, there's a chance he had 80 or 100, I think. If I'm not mistaken, there's a chance I can pick up another $2,000 of audience from over there. So, you know, it goes both ways. But they really hate when you're not, not that they hate it. They much rather you be close to their level. Okay, I'm way, he has a bigger channel than mine. So, but when you cool, you cool. Tim had a whole lot more subscribers, but he's just a cool dude. So your coolness can outweigh your traditional thinking the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Now, who would benefit from this? Likely me, and he know this, but because he is cool, he have no problem with it. Okay. Yes, I would benefit because he has a bigger channel. He let a little scrub come on, or he let a scrub invite him to speak, you know, at his on his thing. So we'll see how that go. Wish me luck, Kay. I hope that pop off the way I wanted to. JT, what is the difference in plain English between plain English? P want plain English. P, let me see if I can get you plain English. Now let me read the question. JT, what is the difference in plain English between an active code and a stored code? Okay, P, plain English, plain and simple. Active code is something that's happening now. The present is actually happening. Okay, the computers see the problem as it's happening in the. I'll give you an example. A check engine light that's flashing. If you in a car and your check engine light is flashing, there's a chance that your car is misfiring hard right now. Okay, like the computer can see real pings on that crank sensor or that flywheel, and it's sending off the signal to that computer that this is happening now. Okay, in other words, stop driving. You are sending unburned fuel to your cat converter, and you are in essence ruining your cat converters. So now stored mean the computer once saw it. Yeah, I seen it. I saw it. I saw it last week one time. I saw it one time last week. Okay, there was a problem. It got like, this is a window. Where the camera? It's a window. Okay, the problem was like back here, and then the problem happened, and then it accidentally got in that window, but it got back out quick. Okay, so it became stored once it got in this window, even if it went back there. So that means the computer once saw the problem. But if this is the window and that damn code is right here, yes, it's happening right now. You'll see active codes like that on a lot of wiring problem, like 5 volts high or 5 volts low, or reference volts, things like that. Because from time to time, problems will fall out of that window and it won't show again for a while. Those are called intermittent problems. Those are the hardest one to track down. I'm afraid of those, actually. I much rather deal with active codes because the problem is active, happening right now. So when I get a car with a check engine light, chances are it's going to be a stored code, but it would be so much better if it was active? Man, that is a damn good question. Coyote, I appreciate you watching. What up, 69 Dart Man? What is going on with you? I hope you had a good holiday season. Where I'm at? Okay, 45 minutes, guys. I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Glenn Goodman plugs in too long. I keep getting off track. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Goodman plugs in too long. All right, I need a refresher. Okay, in case or haha, I'm just being fun, nothing foul. We gotta enjoy it in every way. That's what's up, K-Sir. That's what's up, man. Really, Russ happens a lot on those cheap copper core champion. Whoa, Russ. I mean, Ruli, come on, man. I'm gonna let y'all see, man. Ruli tripping, man. Ruli talking bad about the champion spark plugs. Do you know FCA? The bulk of their spark plugs are either NGK or Champion, okay? In other words, they built the electronics around the Champion spark plugs. That's why when you say, I need the OEM plugs for this car, underneath all of that stuff is a baseline Champion spark plug, okay? Don't let them fool you, okay? When you say OEM spark plugs, whoever the car maker built the electronics around, most of our stuff was centered around the use of Champion spark plugs. So, in essence, underneath the surface, like I said, it's going to be like a little a Champion spark plug with a different number. It may be a FCA number or MC, some such and such and such and such. But in the end of the day, it's a Champion blah 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 blah. But really seem to think that rust happens a lot on those cheap copper core Champion spark plugs Mopar used a long time ago. The more expensive plugs they use now have a different coating that's better at preventing it. Interesting. Hey, speaking of spark plug, Ruli, who in here? K-Surf and Tom Cook. Have y'all gotten they making us change the spark plugs on brand new Jeep Wrangler, Jeep Grand Cherokee, anything with the 3.6, brand new. I'm talking about the cars that haven't even been sold yet. So 2021s, it's called a RRT, rapid transmitter or something. They want us to do it before the car actually sold. I think they either go into I'm gonna have to get some more information on that. A hotter spark plug, or is it a better spark plug? But it is so weird with brand new cars in the shop, getting spark plugs or being worked on with the hood open, period, guys. That is so awkward. Okay, but these are things that car makers find at the early stage, and they want the problem fixed before the car is actually sold. That's called customer satisfaction. That's called prevention, bad press prevention. You want to catch this stuff early, okay? You don't want the customer to know there's a chance that my brand new car has incorrect spark plugs in it. And it's not that they were incorrect. I don't know if they went to, I'm gonna read some more into it, but I don't know if they went to a hotter plug or not. I was hoping Tom Cook was in here. He can shed some light on that. But I just know we did 3 last week, and I'm gonna do one tomorrow. They just passing them around. Like I say, these cars are not even sold yet. So it is what it is, man. It's nice to stay on top of this stuff, I guess. Shane Subaru, coming from guys working in the trade, DIYs are very small. Wait a minute. Shane Subaru, coming from a guy working in a trade, DIY are a very small percentage of total jobs. I mean, I very rarely see anyone doing anything themselves. They call me for the simplest thing. Yeah, it happens, man. But that's why it's not that I don't care, but I just don't see it really affecting. I don't want a conflict of interest with the job. Like I say, most of the people I give our information to wasn't going to come to the dealership anyway, under no circumstance. Okay? In fact, they're not going to even go to a shop anyway. So they're looking for information. So the best you can get out of the deal as the information provider is, direct them to your channel where you can earn some revenue giving out ideas. Okay? I'm not going to lie, guys. I get paid by YouTube to make videos, okay? And the reason I make videos is for DIY guys, so everybody wins, okay? The DIY guy gives some information he's able to apply to himself and counter. I'm so-called, I'm in a different boat. I'm earning revenue by giving out suggestions or, ideas on the way to go. So at the end of the day, as long as it's not affecting my direct, as long as there's not a conflict of interest, I have no problem with doing what it is that I do. Yes, from time to time, we'll get criticized from coworkers. Man, you're telling all the secrets. You're giving all the secrets. And at the end of the day, where's my damn scan tool? Doesn't matter what I say, because if most of the stuff I talk about is brand new cars. No DIY guy have a freaking pod. A scan tool. In fact, I get asked this all the time. Man, where you get that software from? Where you get that dongle? Somebody called it a dongle the other day. Where you get that scan tool and that software from, man? I want that. I need that. Like, bro, that's not, I don't own that. That's FCA. That's equipment or product of FCA. I'm just on the recipient end of being able to use it because I'm an employee. So, but end of the day, man, people just want to know what they up against just in case they try or want to do it. Thanks for the comment, Shane Subaru. Cadillac converter, Glenn Goodman. Yes, plug in too long. Yes, Cadillac converter. Oh, what are we talking about? Plugs in too long will rust. Oh, okay. He was saying that if the plugs are in too long, they will rust. All right. I done skipped a whole nother. Guys, what I'm at? I'm at 51 minutes. I'm going to start wrapping this up. British Columbia, I am one of those subscribers that used. Okay, I skipped some. All right, guys, we're gonna go through these fairly quick. Yes, South Main Auto, Shane. Okay, coming. Okay, there we go. Yes, it was the Champion spark plugs that had the rust. I replaced with Mopar and not Champion. Thank you, JT Ruley. Man, but if you look underneath the surface, you might have just put the same plug in. Depends, because I'm not sure Mopar makes spark plugs. Mopar will sublet, or Mopar will use a different brand and just put Mopar label on it. But I'm not sure about the spark plug. I don't even know what you're working on, so I'm not sure this comment applied to that CT. But I'm glad you got it straightened out. Put hand on tailpipe and see if it stalls. Bingo! Who that? Glenn. Glenn over there on Facebook. Thanks for watching, Glenn. Yes, if you put your hand, first of all, if you can withstand the heat and whatever, make sure you have a pair of gloves on. I hope Glenn, I hope you be using gloves when you do that. Okay, yes. What Glenn talking about is try to smother out, put your hand over the tailpipe, and you can, in essence, see if exhaust coming out. Okay, not sure you can tell if there's an exhaust restriction, but if you don't feel any exhaust, there's likely is a restriction. So restricted exhaust could cause, I think we're still talking about the guy with the PT. Yes. And in some cases, by covering up that exhaust or back pressure, if there's any, since it has no way to escape, it would end back up in the front. You might detonate and you might backfire, ping, and stall out. So it all depends on what your engine doing. But that is a good homemade test we tend to do back in the day. Okay, good point, my man Glenn Goodman. Yes, South Main Auto. I don't know his name, but he is another good one, a good automotive channel y'all can check out. Rick Wolf, yes, we talked about, okay, the 03 PT before. When it started, yes, we talked about it. When it started doing that, but I guess it could be the vacuum because it had a bad vacuum hose. Now replace, no, I mean, not it could be a vacuum leak. I mean, your engine could not be producing the proper amount of vacuum via timing. If your timing belt off one tooth, it don't take many. One tooth, okay? Yes, that could affect. And if your timing belt is off, you obviously got other issues you should be concerned with, but you don't know this. So the best way to do this, man, Rick, is a vacuum gauge or either a scan tool that would give you vacuum reading. Most scan tools would tell you what the map sensor doing. You can use the map sensor data to analyze how much vacuum the engine is producing. If that number is 16, 15, 14, you're out of time. So there's something causing your engine not to produce the proper amount what it's supposed to be doing. So you have to go that route. All right. Yes. Okay. I think the vacuum hose might have the. Yes. Forget the vacuum hose. Find out what your engine, how much vacuum or how much compression and vacuum your engine is producing. When I said vacuum problem, I meant how much the engine will see what the vacuum is while the engine is idling. Okay. Think about it. Customer's car with a Nissan X-Alge. Customer's car with a Nissan 350 with no fault codes or engine lights by manufacturer OEM MAF sensor. Did full reset procedure, throttle body relearn, accelerated problem gone. Oh, wow. Man, your scan tool, you must got one of them good scan tools that allow you to do that, not just a code reader. Okay, that's what's up, man. Did full reset procedure, throttle body relearn, accelerated problem gone. I assume you're saying it's gone because you're saying that the MAF sensor was your problem. Yes, Nissan, none of those imports are really speed density, I wouldn't think. No, they didn't have no fault code, these guys. That's why a lot of guys seem to think there's no fault code. Ain't nothing wrong with the car. Not always the case, man. My man Exile just proved it right here. So you just have more work to do. You can literally be sitting there running bad. You go look at the cluster, absolutely no check engine light whatsoever. Okay, so but that doesn't mean nothing wrong with your car. All right, so you got to take that for what it's worth. Coyote. What is Coyote? Did I pronounce it right? I am one of those subscribers that use your videos to understand my. Was you the one that said somebody watched the video I did on a thermostat on a 2.4? Those are one of the hard thermostat. He watched the video to the end. And then at the end he commented, "Thanks a lot for the video, man. I am now convinced I will not be doing this." I was like, oh, come on, man. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, man. Don't be a chicken. But Coyote said, I'm one of those subscribers that use your video to understand my limits. Nuts and bolts are within my grasp, but electrical is where I draw the line. That's what's up, man. If you understand, hey, I ain't got no problem with that, man. There's some tickets or some repairs at work I try to steer clear of. Y'all remember the video I did where the guy had to put the hoses in that, I think that was a Durango, the lines, the cooler lines that go under the bottom, some of the frame had to drop and all that. I was off the days that he completed that. So I didn't get no footage of that whatsoever. If he even done it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to that job. But yes, some of those are the ones I steer clear from. Yes, because from time to time, there's some jobs, God, I cannot believe. Yeah, I try to be one of those guys that do whatever's on the ticket, but there's some things that put the fear in you. British Columbia, Glenn Goodman, that's what's up. Rick Wolf, it's just strange that the 03 PT runs for a few miles and then all of a sudden you can feel it lose power and accelerate. And the engine light blinks, so I have to basically drag it back home. The engine light blinks, you get a blinking check engine light, as in blink, blink, blink. You may do you have a misfire code? Because a blinking check engine light is pretty much for misfire that's active. Man, a car this year, you got an 03. You're not. I will have to pull out a scan tool by the name of a DRB on a car like this because the electronics in that car is not new enough to even be pulled up by the newer scan tools. Okay, so I would use my DRB on something like this. I would go on a test drive. I would be looking at things like, I would be looking on the data, looking at fuel trim, adaptive memory and things like that, and a vacuum, of course. And I would hope the problem would happen, so I'll be able to look and see what I lost to make it happen. That's how I diagnose older cars like that. But man, it's gonna be a task no matter how you look at it, Rick. I hope you get it straightened out. I can give you advice after advice after advice, but until you can apply it or put it all in perspective, then you're gonna be right back to square one. But it's a lot of things that cause a car to run fine. I mean, you gotta understand when you first start a car, you in open loop. The minute y'all ever heard the term open loop, closed loop? The minute you go in a closed loop, that means the O2 sensors has reached operating temperature, and now you in maximum stoichiometric mode. Okay, your engine should be burning the proper fuel to air ratio cleanly. That's not always the case. Okay, so the minute you go in a closed loop, you're having problems. Yes, that's a problem. What is the problem? I have no idea from this standpoint. Okay, man, I hope you get that good, man. Blinking checking the light is not good. Like I say, K-Surf, I sure do like the external relays idea over the internal. Yeah, man, they made that was a major oops on FCA part when they built those TIPMs. And it's only certain because I think every last TIPM has that setup where the fuel pump is in it. The ASD relay is not in it, but the fuel pump relay is. So that was they wish they can have that one back, but unfortunately that time has come and gone. They have moved on to other problems. Okay, well, man, I'm at an hour, guys. I got to wind down. Cologne, LOL, XL 360. I'm going through these quickly, guys, so I can wrap it up. I saw where you said you borrowed it once. That was fun. Yeah, man, I know that situation. Dude, he tried to tell me I borrowed it 3 times. Now, I made to borrow some more stuff from him, but it wasn't that solder iron 3 times. Because I drewed over that the first time he let me use it. I'm like, wow, oh my God, I gotta have one of these. So he's wrong. And I called him out on it. In fact, when I went and got mine, I went back there and bragged to him. Yeah, look what I got. Yeah. So now he done lost his standings of being the only one in the shop with one. Just because he made me go buy one. Go figure. Dark Hemi, what is going on, Dark Hemi? Dark, I got I did a video the other day. I don't think I uploaded it yet. We was talking about you, Dark. My man finna take his he got a Charger with, I don't even know the generation of the engine that he going back in with. Anyway, he building it, and he was asking me things I didn't know. But anyway, we finna take a 3.5 out of a Charger and put a Hemi in it. And I was telling him the things, some of the obstacles he may run into. But the mere fact that he's doing it himself and saving him money, like anybody else, I wouldn't recommend this because it's gonna cost you a lot of money. First of all, to get the engine put in. He's a mechanic, aspiring mechanic. So he's gonna pull that part off, no charge. He's not gonna charge himself. He's gonna do the work himself. So I say go for it from that standpoint. But I don't know what gen Hemi that was and what he should be, what he could be faced with. It's all tore apart. I mean, the pistons is out of it, the crank is out of it. He don't know what it's in the heads. He don't even know the history of the engine as far as what was the problem. So I don't know. We're gonna go through that thing next week sometime. But that's what's up, Dark. Thanks for jumping on, man. It uses an 18-volt DC heater element. Okay, 69 Dark Man. I think you're talking about. Oh yeah. He talking about the solder, Milwaukee solder. It uses a 18-volt DC heating element or whatever voltage your battery puts out. Okay, the heating element, I guess you're saying the heating element. So the other ones that use the gas, they're using I don't want to sound stupid, but they're obviously not using what this one's using. So, but I guess the biggest thing is using a heater element to create the heat, which will melt the solder and create, do what you need it to do. Interesting. That's no different than I guess the plug-in solder gun. My old solder gun where you plug it in, you pull the trigger, it get hot. That's no different than that. Instead of plug-in, okay, yeah, you're right. 69 Dark Man, I appreciate that explanation. Can you explain a bit more regarding preventive maintenance? Coyote, can you explain a bit more? Ooh, Coyote, we had an hour. Can you explain a bit more regarding preventive maintenance for the cam phasers with bidirectional tube? How often can we do it as preventive maintenance? Should we? Man, those cam phasers, don't matter what the engine is. I assume you're talking about a 3.6. Explain a bit more regarding preventive. It's a mechanical item, man. So, I mean, from time to time, there's a cleaning feature on it, but all the cleaning feature is doing is the actuators are pushing in on the oil control valve, allowing full flow of the oil and it's just flushing it out basically. But as far as the physical mechanical cam phaser, it's mechanic springs and stuff in there. So over time, it's gonna wear. The spring's gonna give out. The internal's gonna cave, and just like any other part, it's gonna fail. That's why I do not understand why there's not a time interval to change those. Okay, I guess they just like water pumps. The thinking goes, replace it when it's bad. But nobody wants to be put in an awkward situation where they're out of town and their cam phaser decide to take a. Well, you could say that about any part on the car, right? That's why I don't drive my personal cars out of town no more. I get a rental car. Rental cars are cheap, man. $30, $40 a day. You get to wear out somebody else's tires. You get a 1-800 number to call if something fails. Imagine I'm out of town and my PT Cruiser and my cam sensor go out and it's Friday and the dealership closed and I can't get a cam. I got to get my car towed or the cam sensors are discontinued because nobody making them. Can you imagine having to get that car towed back to Atlanta? I'd be like, man, y'all can keep it, man. So the thing is, I'd like to rent cars just for that reason alone. But my man here saying, we talking about cam phasers. Preventive maintenance, there's really nothing much you can do. That's why I personally changed my recommendation on when you should replace it to whenever you in the valve train. It's typically between 80 and up. If your valve cover's off and you're doing anything valve train related, please go in with new cam phasers, guys. I wouldn't be saying this if I hadn't seen what I've seen, recently. So that's the only reason I'm doing it. I hate for any of my customers to go through this. So anyone I do, they getting it. No, Coyote, the answer to your question is the VVT is reliant on the proper level of oil and the correct grade of oil. So only thing you can do from that standpoint is make sure you're staying on top of your oil change, basically. That's one of the main preventive maintenance. You can help prolong the life of your cam phasers. I think that's where we're going with this, okay? But it's a mechanical device that will break down over time just like any other part, okay? Glenn, no get up and go on PT O2 sensor. Plugs in too long will rust. No get up and go on a PT. Oh, on a PT Cruiser O2 sensor. I think we talked about an O2 sensor a while back. No get up and go. What, you have a code for you? Well, why you suspecting O2 sensors? Did you have a fault code or something? Glenn, I tend to lose. My memory tend to get clogged sometimes. I forget what we're talking about. So please forgive me if I'm discussing something totally opposite of what you're discussing. It is I think it's two people on here discussing a PT, but it's cool. I have no problem with it. I just need a refresher on what we discussed, and we can go from there. Plugs in too long will rust. Y'all heard that? Glenn said it. I think somebody else said it also, but that's obviously a fact. That's what I was saying. Beware of counterfeit parts. So in eBay. Oh, that's what you're trying to say. Okay. All right. I couldn't make out. I appreciate that, Ruli. I couldn't make out what he was talking about. He probably means they are selling. Okay. Yeah. Knockoff parts with phony labels. Wow. Ooh. Isn't that illegal? All right, go figure. What is meant regard the mouth sensors from eBay is they have the manufacturer. Okay, they have the manufacturer name on their plastic bag from a no-name seller. Oh, okay. 3 people just confirmed what my man was talking about was basically counterfeit parts from that somebody on eBay. People always say eBay sold me this. No, eBay ain't sold you nothing. eBay was the middleman. Okay, some guy on eBay sold you this stuff. Never buy a key remote off eBay. Why? Some people are on eBay selling OEM keys. So you can't badmouth eBay. You can badmouth the store or the person that sold it to you using eBay's platform to reach you. Okay, eBay is not the bad guy. It's the people that eBay is not screening properly that's the bad people. Okay, so back up off eBay. Why am I protecting eBay? I have no idea. All right, guys. Whoa. Okay, an hour and 10 minutes. Let's wrap this up. Real question. My wife. Ooh, let me see who's that. Mike 152. My wife has a 13 grand caravan we bought new, 150,000 miles, 62 E's messing up. I service every 60K, jumps out of gear, hard shifts. Oh, Mike, I seen you. I think I seen you. Yes, yes. I think you the same person. I don't know. We bought the van new in 2013, 150,000 miles, 62 E's messing up. I service every 60K, jumps out of gear, hard shifts, RPM bounce, put money in and fix or no. You mean, I think your question boils down to should you pay to get a new unit? Because at 150,000 miles, nobody's going to try to repair that trans. So the only estimate you're going to get on transmission related failures with a car that many miles is a unit. In fact, I can build these all day long, but I tell you right now, if you brought this car to our shop, they would make me write the estimate up with a unit in mind. So, should you, man, that's a tough one, Mike, especially, I mean, I think if that's the only problem, like, if this is a 13 van, it's likely have a 3.6 Pentastar in it. And if you haven't, I say this, if you had ticking issue and transmission issue, then yeah, let it go. But if you only having transmission problem, or I'll go a step further. If you had ticking issues once before and you now spent money to fix it, why not go all the way? Because the engine and the transmission are two powertrain parts. They're the two main components needed for that car to move. So if you done already put money into the engine, why not go all out with the trans? Now, if you haven't put money into the engine, the chances are it's gonna fail just due to time, not because of something you did. But it's hard to say, Mike. That's a tough call. You gonna have to make put money in it and fix it or no. 150,000 miles, a lot of miles, Mike. You need to sleep on that one, Mike. Think real hard, and then because I mean it's a minivan. I don't know if you got kids or anything, but it's roomy, a lot of room, travel back and forth, blah blah this, blah blah that. So, what is a new transmission these days? Have you already got an estimate? I'm not sure what one costs. We try to get 8 hours to install a transmission in a van. 8 hours multiplied by $180 an hour labor, that can get pricey, my man Mike. So, yes, you have some decisions to make. Good heads up, 360. Not big on buying eBay parts. No, yeah, that's what's up, Rick. Well, check this out, bro. I get these codes. Okay, I can't see. 0304, 0300. Those are misfire codes, and most all of them are misfire codes. And inject 0351. What is 0351? I recognize the misfire codes. But you the guy that says the checking the light flashing, man, you gotta do a compression test on this car. Do a compression test on it. And in some cases, a leak down test may be needed to find out if you're leaking past an exhaust valve. I've done tons of exhaust valve repairs on these cylinder heads. All right. Yes, it is highly what I recommend. Guys, 1 hour. Man, I got 30 people in here. Hello, everybody. I don't think I ever hit 30. What's going on? Online mechanics tips. I typically, let me do a station identification break. My name is JT, guys. My channel is Online Mechanic Tip. In fact, let's take a look at some. Let's do this. All right. Why is this up? Okay. Yes, station identification break. My name is JT. I run a channel called Online Mechanic Tips. As you can see, I make videos pertaining to automotive repairs. Now, because I am employed by a Chrysler dealer, the bulk, not all, but the bulk of my videos will likely be relating to the Dodge product, Chrysler product, things like that. But like I say, guys, that's predominantly the kind of videos you will see. Now, I work at a aftermarket shop, Brothers Motors, and there we work on anything. And from time to time, you may see me working on a Toyota, a Nissan, anything like that, anything that's not Chrysler related. But for the most part, the bulk of these videos will be on the Dodge Chrysler product. I would feel comfortably saying, or I would feel comfortable saying, I know quite a bit. In fact, I have a lot of experience on this car maker's FCA's product. Let me put it like that. All right. From the brand new cars all the way down. But because a brand new car is still under warranty, you likely will not have any problems out of those cars, or there's no interest in you trying to fix them because you're likely still under warranty. I get that. I understand that. And kudos to you if you bought an extended warranty. Not because the product may be bad, but simply because it's just a smart thing to do, guys. Okay, so with any car, not just a Dodge or anything like that, a lot of people are on the fence or scared to purchase a Chrysler 300 or a Challenger or Charger because of the horror stories they're hearing about the 5.7 Hemi. The way around that, guys, now I would be the first to say the problem is repaired. Okay, they're using, it was a vendor thing, guys. Some of the parts was made crappy. Okay, they now have that under control. But if you was one of the smart guys to get a powertrain warranty or extended warranty, you made a good decision. And it doesn't matter what car maker sold you the car. If you have an extended warranty on any car, it was a good idea to do. It was a perfectly good idea to do. All right, so I'm just station identification break and let y'all know a little bit about me. I am certified, yes, factory trained, yes. I've been with Chrysler 25 years, something like that. I started there. I'm still there. I have no plans to convert or go anywhere else. So I'm going to ride this thing out. And the channel, like I say, only thing about the channel, I'm trying to avoid a conflict of interest with my employer. There is none. Okay. I'm very careful I'm very selective of what I speak about. I will not in any way make the product look bad or put it in a bad light. You will likely never hear me say the Pentastar sucks or the Hemi sucks. Nothing like that. Okay. Because first of all, I don't believe it. And second of all, it will be irresponsible. It would be irresponsible of me to do that. Okay. Knowing I am dependent on the sales. Okay. It makes no sense to dog out a product you expect to sell. That makes absolutely no sense. So, that's a little bit about me. If you're on the channel first time, I appreciate you watching, and it wouldn't hurt to introduce yourself. I hope you are subscribed. I hope you give the video a thumbs up. I am trying to grow this channel right now as we speak. I accomplished a feat of 20,000 subscribers about three weeks ago, and it's continuing to grow, and I'm very appreciative of that. Never will I get the big head and not at least try to tackle a question. Okay. I will try to respond to every comment on any particular video, guys. Please know that and please understand that. Okay. Now, as far as me being reached directly, that's impossible right now because all the other stuff I got going. So I highly advise if you have a question that need a answer right away, it would be smart not to jam yourself up. Just say if you holding the engine up and you waiting on the answer, that's irresponsible of you to do that. So I advise you not to do that because who knows when I would first log in and actually see it. But if I see it, I will try to stop what I'm doing and do what I need to do to help you out, especially if you're a subscriber. Now, I know fly-by-nights come through, they watch videos and they jump in and ask questions, jump in and jump out. I call those fly-by-nighters. Look, man, I just need an answer and I'm out. No, bro, I need you to communicate with me. I need you to join the game, join the crowd, join the movement, okay? Because I like to consider this a movement. I'm literally trying to grow this channel, okay? I'm not too fond of fly-by-nighters. Don't just jump in here and try to get an answer, because I will ask you if you are subscribed. And, you know, if you get angry about that question, you're likely not, and you're upset because I'm stalling with an answer you need right away, I have no sympathy for you at that point, okay? All I just ask you was you subscribe. Yes, I'm going to continue with the questions and the answers and whatever, but it's in my best interest to at least hope or see if I can convince you. Now, I don't want a subscriber that I don't earn. If I haven't earned your subscription list, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. What do I need to do? Okay, I mean, I'm going to answer your question anyway. So there's nothing else you can hold over my head as to why you haven't subscribed yet, something like that. So because I'm still going to answer your question, in some cases. So at that point, I will realize that there's no convincing you at that point anyway. So I would likely cut off all communication with you at that point. Okay, it takes a while to get to that point. But that's a little bit about me, guys. Like I say, what else I can talk about? I got a few more. We're gonna discuss these last little few comments in the box. But yes, from time to time, right here, I would frequent a car show. In fact, Caffeine and Octane coming up Sunday. It's the first Sunday of every month, so that should be coming up pretty soon. And I try to get you at least one upload a day. I have so much content that it's easy to pull off one video a day talking about something, guys. I'm never going to put out just random, just talk, just here's something just so I can say, yes, I uploaded today. No, whatever I upload going to come with some substance, all right? I take pride in what I upload, all right? I could easily upload 2 videos a day, but I will keep it at 1 because I don't want to burn myself out or burn you guys out and your notification bell, which I hope you have me under. All right, let me finish these last little few thingamajiggies, and we're gonna move on, guys. I don't remember why I left. It would be nice to meet the regulars on a live stream Thursday, Friday, like 69 Darman and Tom Cook, Ruley. Yes, those are regulars. They sound very knowledgeable and experienced. Yes, Coyote, good point. I like the way you think. My man, hello from Meriden. Oh, that's what's up. Mike in the drum room. Mike, what's going on, Mike? K, sir, I did 1 RT and changed 6 plugs so far. Was easy. Did not see the problem, but glad they treat it as important early. Yes, that's what's up. Okay, you talking about 6 plugs of 1? Okay, not seeing any yet. Oh, okay. Appreciate it, Tom. Ruley 73 rapid response transmitter, RRT. Did I say that wrong? I think I did. I heard they recently changed the spark plugs on the Gen 3 Pentastar. Yes, the brand new one. Some in the Pacifica minivan forum brought this up. Yes, two rolled in the shop. Last week. Okay, smack brand new car. It just look. I mean, it's nothing abnormal. It's like a brand new car. It's like, why is the hood up? That's the only thing, guys. But we used to that because we're surrounded by new cars, so it's no big shock to us. It just we don't want customers to see that. Okay, using Quaker State Fulton 3520 in my 14 Pentastar, good or bad? Anything synthetic is good as long as you're using the correct weight of oil. Okay, make sure 520, that Pentastar could go either way, 520 or 54 or 530. I'm not sure what's on your oil cap, but number one, you right decision with the synthetic. Number 2, make sure you're using the correct weight of oil. And when I say correct, I mean this is what manufacturers suggest during the birth of that engine. I'm a big fan of when they design that engine, what oil did they put in the beginning and why, and did they stick with it? Okay, so if they haven't changed it now, they obviously still stand by that. Now, as engine age and wear becomes evident, oil weight will likely change. You would change that on your own, but you'll be out of warranty by then, so you own your own. Mike in the drum room, pretty sure you have commented on one of my videos around 1500. Mike 152, that's what's up, Coyote. Nope, I own a 1500. Coyote got a 1500, y'all. That 2-force thermostat is all our favorite. Yes, we got them nailed down now, K-Sir. I did a video on that a long time ago. That video's still doing good. People still commenting on that, but I got it nailed down to now, what, an hour and a half maybe? Glenn Goodman, you need to wear tropical colors. Those cooler lines look like what nightmares I made of. Oh, you talking about that? Okay, Rick Wolf, thank you, bro, and I really learned a lot from you. Thanks a lot, man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You too, Rick. Enjoy the rest of your holidays. 69 Dart, man. They use flame for gas solder setup. You're right, man. You're right. You are absolutely right. On my 95 Neon, the cam sensor died. Unplug it and it will eventually time. Yes, it will. They call that default or some kind of limp mode. Um, that's actually how we used to diagnose a timing chain that's out of whack on a 2.7. We would simply unplug the cam sensor, and if it start, you're likely out of time. But that's that old stuff. Matthew Swain, what's up, Matt? Matt, you late, man. Where you been, Matt? Matt, what's going on, Matt? Thanks for jumping on board. We winding down though, Matt. That's what's up. Anyway, I still appreciate you jumping on board. Ken Straight, I need to know, did Tim or Astro already help your help on the 2011 in his last? No. In fact, I haven't watched part 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 yet. Tim be going up to part 10s on some of his. And I can see why. Like I say, man, the advantage Tim he have a helper. So when you have a helper, you can keep rolling right along and talking as you go. I mean, time will be stretched, but it's footage. And the thing about YouTube content creator, that's what their goal is anyway, to get more footage. So if there's a part 6, 7, 8, 9, it's really an advantage to the content creator. Mission accomplished at that point, because he got your mind captured for another 30 minutes on another episode. And if you're going to get 1,000 views per video, that works out well for him. Kudos to Tim. But to answer your question, no. He said he came by and took a peek at some of the videos and got some pointers. But other than that, no, I never text with him or talk with him or anything like that. He nailed it, man. He nailed it. There's some funny moments in those videos. I think I watched part 2, 3, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, like I say, he probably up to part 10 now. But kudos to Tim at Astro Auto Repair. Kendall Straight. No, he didn't. Generic video say Cam lifted. Yeah, he nailed that. 69 Darman, check their feedback before buying stuff. Yes. I sell on eBay, and that's the first thing people look at, man. Your feedback. Darkman, check your feedback. Okay, tropical. Spend money on good quality parts, especially on phasers. Yeah, phasers, man, please. Those almost have to be OEM. I don't even know if aftermarket places sell them. Oil pressure, soil on, it's a must. Chris, y'all, I'm gonna have to highlight that. Good point, Chris Saggins. Chris made a good point, okay? That's right, man. It's a tough spot to be in. Engine seems good. Do oil samples. It looks great. No tick. I appreciate the response. From Independent Shop, 8K Dealer. Thanks. Happy New Year. Mike 152. Thanks for jumping on, Mike. Hey, y'all get a video thumbs up before y'all go. I'm winding down. Steven Sidger can swap turbocharged American and foreign autos. I'm not sure where you're going with that one, Steven. Can swap turbocharged American and foreign autos. Okay, happy Glenn. Same to you, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your holidays. I hope you get that figured out, man. I'm sorry I can't be of more help, but I need a lot more information. I almost need to be there, Glenn. If I was there, we'd have had this thing running, baby. But yeah, it's hard. It's only so much you can do over the internet. I know you understand that, Glenn. But I hope you get it or something. That is what's up. Happy New Year to you, also. Creek saying, can the Hemi 5.7 seat valve seats really be reinforced? Pay a lot of money for my machine shop to reinforce the valve seats, but I'm not sure if it's really something that is being done. Why are you not so sure? From my understanding, when the machine shop get it, and you must have an older model Gen Hemi to even be concerned with that, because and from what my other understanding is, that was a big problem with overheating. If that cylinder head was overheated, it would expand, and that seat would just drop. So, what are they reinforcing the seat to? The extra part of the aluminum cylinder head. Okay, again, if it overheats, so the thing you can do, or anybody that owns any of these cars that have that problem, not let the car overheat, guys. I mean, I know that's easier said than done, but overheating can be catastrophic, can cause catastrophic failure. Once a seat drop out of a head, the piston gonna come up and likely smack into it. And at that point, the only estimate you're gonna get from any mechanic is an engine. So, but my man Chris say they reinforced the valve seats to the head. Okay, shop reinforced valve seat. And I'm not sure if it's really something that is being done. I don't know how to ease your suspicious, Chris. uh, I've always said this. You have to have a special relationship with your machinist, the guy that's doing it. I have a machine, a guy I only use for machine work, take a head to from time to time. We have a special relationship, and I expect honesty out of him. And naturally, if he much rather sell me a head anyway, and I understand that, so he will explain to me the risk and everything I'm asking him to do, or asking him can be done. So he will explain the risk. So we have a good relationship. That's the only piece of advice I can give you is for just either trust your machinist or have a good relationship with him to where you trust him enough to know that he wouldn't lead you astray. Hit that easy, my man, easy. It good. Y'all heard what, matter of fact, y'all heard what Easy had said. Hey, y'all, do me one of these numbers, man. I'm winding down. It's 24 here now. Coyote, appreciate it. Mike 152. Good point to Dart. Hemi, 69 Dart. Hit it. I appreciate it, guys. I got to go, man. If you have tools and all that, you could rebuild it yourself. I wouldn't want to try it in the carport. 69 Dart, man. Driveway, but they make master rebuild kits for popular transmission that are huge money. Yeah, I'm only working at a shop. I ain't pulling no. I got away from that. Dorman makes cam phaser. Ruley, I didn't know that, Ruley. That's what's up. That's what's up. Do they make them or they take them and put Dorman stickers on them? I don't know. With anything, be careful, I guess. I mean, hopefully you get a warranty on stuff like that. Happy New Year's, everybody. That's what's up, Darman. On huge money. Can we have one live stream where we can ask you questions about yourself, like a meet JT type thing? Hey man, we'll work on that. First of the year, a lot of things changing. Even my intro video gonna be changed to where I'm speaking about me and my knowledge and blah blah. You know, thanks for jumping on board, and here's why you should be on board and things like that. But I'm gonna wind it up, guys. That's all I got. So I appreciate everybody watching the stream. This is a good one. It went on for an hour and 32 minutes. Y'all don't tell nobody I went on that long. Okay. That is so not that's so not the length of time I normally do. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Little outro music. So guys, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video.